Hello. Let's all pray for the people in Texas who suffer from a Hurricane Harvey disaster. And it's chaotic. It's a chaotic scene, a chaotic state and chaotic county. That was in Houston, Beaumont, and right on the edge of Louisiana. House was flooded with, I could say, about 2 feet in the home, all spread in the city, but I can't even count how many meters it was through the county. I can't count the area of the size that was flooded it. And about 12 years ago, about that Hurricane Katrina was a big storm. It was kind of like a tropical storm. And I feel like I need to donate money to the people who can't buy anything. Because food places have been flooded as well. Gift shops have been flooded. It buildings. I can almost say about 90% of the buildings have been all flooded. It and also the downtown. I've seen a video of it. Like, I'm a news channel watcher. Like, I watch ABC7, KCAL 9 News only through the afternoon, and it rains rapidly. It rains a whole lot, and the urban development is very unstable. And once you're wet out there, it dries with the dirt. And the water system is so dirty, so contaminated from states to other states. It's the chemicals that are toxic. And you have to swim to get out your house. You have to swim in the boat. Couple feet exercising those arms to get out the wet. And luckily I wasn't there. I hope my family is okay. Like, my friends have made it there safe. My friends told me they were safe because I messaged some friends on Facebook hoping you were safe from the hurricane disaster. And they replied back saying, I'm okay. Thank God nothing has happened. And they're going to say, thank you for caring about us. Like, we all got to care about people who's been suffering from consequences and suffer and people that are suffering from life, struggling with things. Losing homes is one of the most painful feelings you could ever lose. Almost everybody's gonna lose things in life. It's part of going forward. It's part of culture. It's part of nature. Everybody loses money. Everybody loses things. Everybody gets things stolen. Everybody loses something that crashes. Everybody loses memory. Everybody loses their mind. Nothing is gonna be perfect at all. All places need food because a lot of people don't have money because people can't find jobs. You gotta have a job to survive, to eat food. The only way you survive is just money. You don't got that, like, money doesn't buy you any happiness. Like, what you need is happiness is what you feeling is. Like, we all gotta ask God for forgiveness, ask God for help, ask God to buy you anything of what you want. But I would tell you to pray when you go to bed and when you wake up. And start reading the Bibles. And we all have to know what's important every day. What's important? Because what's important? It's liability and responsibilities. And climates change in state from the south side of the state. Like, Texas, to me, is like central Texas. And I want to lift up my people. Hope my people make it back to their real life, their normal life. Like, I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of shocked to hear what's been happening on the news what's out there with the storm, like grounds are not stable, and grounds are not stable with the drain, and that's why it's so much flood. But I live in Los Angeles. Luckily, in Los Angeles, we're close to the Pacific Ocean, right by the beach, and we don't get that much hurricane. That's why they have waves when you're at the beach. And I would figure out in my mind supporting the Red Cross, just like that Hurricane Sandy that happened in New York to New Jersey, which the city never sleeps. Cities were flooded and had to be evacuated. Almost everything in Houston is almost evacuated. And Baton Rouge, Louisiana. A lot of people have to stay in the shelters. We have to think about what it feels being in a shelter without a home and living with other people in a shelter. That's one of the most boring things I've ever lived. Luckily, I've never lived like that. I've never lived through a disaster ever. And all we get here is just earthquakes. Just earthquakes. Like, so much water in the San Janico's River. And when you're wet, you dry off in the mud if you step in the wet mud. Wow. And it's not the first time it has happened in Texas. It's happened historically. Like in the early 1900s, it's been hurricanes. It's not the first time it has happened now. We gotta look at history and geography and economics of Houston and Texas. Understand what the areas are. Understand what the rain is. Understand the heavy storms, heavy weather. And I have no clue if Texas have had any tornadoes, just like up in Kansas. So much strong wind. Wind is unstable. Like if you were to have a jumping mattress in heavy wind, it would jump over people's fence. And you'll be flying in the sky if you were at 200 miles per hour in heavy wind. I can't even believe that. Luckily, you're not too close to a hurricane. And I want to think about people. I want to be helpful to people who are suffering. Give money to the poor people who've lost their homes. Give money to people who need food. Help the poor people become rich. Live where everyone live. Talking about life. Life is a gamble. Hurricane's a gamble. Earthquake is a gamble because we don't know what the level is and the magnitude. Look at the science, look at the forensics to be deeply prepared. I like the forensic forecasts because it's actual, it's science tested, it's X-ray. And I want to believe in X-ray. I don't like to believe the news. What's going to happen? News is not accurate. News could be false. News could be fake. Like fake news. Like news is a lie.